I am at lock 17, one of the highest lift locks there is. And it goes up 40 feet, and a real treat today. I just walked up here. It was about a mile or so, and we can see this is in operation right now. That guillotine gate is being lowered, and you can see it's counterbalanced there with a weight. And that guillotine gate will go down, and then they will flood the lock. You have one boat in here, tiny little boat down there. Chip ahoy, actually. We know Chip ahoy, that is Ray on Chip ahoy. Look and see down here as the cement weight goes up, the big steel door goes down, and it's just about ready to hit the water, and will go down probably another 25 feet or so until it seals off the water flow. Very cool to be able to see this. Once these hit the height there, it will stop. See the moving parts here. Fairly simple. Although if something breaks here, these are some big, simple parts. So it has almost reached the top. And looks like that's it. So now the task of filling up this chamber with 40 feet of water. So let's watch that happen. When you tie up in this going westbound, they want you on the port side tie. And I don't know, but I'll ask the lockmaster. I think coming eastbound, he'd be a starboard tie. Maybe that wall they want you on for a reason. Even though there are ropes on the other side. Well, I am now right over the guillotine gate. And the lockmaster is walking down to the other end. Probably has some inspections to do. Now the water is just starting to rise, and there is Chip ahoy way down there. At least 39 feet to go. Well, the noise has picked up here, and I estimate probably about 25 feet more to go. So it's come up about 15 feet, and I would imagine as they get more water in there, they increase the flow, is at least what was explained to me by a lockmaster. They'll open them up to a third flow, let the water come in, and then 2/3 flow, and then see how it goes. As more water gets into the chamber, the turbulence seems to dampen out so they can bring in more water. And I did notice that yesterday at some point when we went through, it seemed like the pace picked up, that we were going up. And you can see at the front of the lock, the miter doors. The miter always points to where the water is coming from. So if you start to look at locks with overhead imagery, you can tell which way that water is flowing. So in this case, the water is flowing, naturally flowing down into the lock, and the miter, the way it is with that little bit of an angle, keeps the water from flowing in. A little bit stronger that way. some of the noise has stopped, so maybe some of the different pumps or water flow valves have changed. Really kind of a treat to see this in action. Particularly during this time of the year, I figured I'd walk up here and nothing would be happening. We do see a boat in here, and we did get to see the guillotine in operation. Well, Chip Ahoy is almost there. You can see the water is still coming up, but it is slowed, a lot calmer, since there's a lot more water in the lock, and any water that is flowing in has been dampened by all the water on top of it. I'm now at the upbound portion, and we can see those mitered doors are starting to open. The lockmaster is in there. Have never really seen the doors operate this close before, particularly on the upbound side out of the boat, so kind of neat to see that. You can see that mitered formation where actually the water is flowing naturally at this point on the Erie Canal from right to left, from west to east. And so here come the doors. They'll go into these recessed walls. And at that point, here comes Chip Ahoy. Now, work being done here on this particular hut that houses the controls for the lock. And here comes Chip Ahoy.
No, you stop here. Thank you.
See you up there at Canal Harbor.
Be there.
There he goes. So what a treat today to be able to come up to the lock and within a few minutes be able to see the giant guillotine boat opening.